Down on Earth, creatures live. Time passes, and the creatures living on the planet change. They are born, they age, and they die. Seasons pass, and the leaves change. There's always progression, there's always life. Up in the clouds, though, up in the clouds, things are stable, in harmony, but never changing. The ebbs and flows of the earthlings below don't affect the people of the clouds, the Olearis. Nyx is an Oleari, who has seen how the earth creatures have lived. Though the harmony of the clouds was their home, they were also curious as to the lives of the earthlings, curious as to how they could live, even with watching time change. Watching their lives so brilliant, so sparkling, so fleeting. I want to meet them. But they couldn't. Those earthlings, they were dangerous. No normal creature could be okay with the way that they lived, the way that things changed. It was fascinating. Nyx spent their days trying to learn about them, gazing down from the clouds onto their world, seeing the small fragile creatures go about their daily lives. They gleaned as much information as possible, spending innumerable hours poring over text and stories from the clouds who had become rain and descended onto the planet, those who were brave enough to embrace the earth that they had all been told was unsafe. But was it really? What if it was really okay? They didn't look all too dangerous from up here. So Nyx made a decision. Even if it was scary, even if they could never return home, they needed to meet those brilliant, sparkling creatures they could only see from up high. So Nyx left, draping themselves in the blues and the grays of their home, taking nothing but their pets and their hopes. They descended down from the cirrus layer to the blue expanse below them. Landing on Earth, Nyx saw two creatures, both of which were so large. They looked so tiny from up above. They weren't sure which one they wanted to take the form of, so why not both? Taking on the bodily form of the taller creature and the ears of the smaller, the nervous Oleari took on the form of their choosing, using the brown of the earth and mixing it with the colors of their home to add pigment to the form that was before colorless. Ah! Oh no! I'm not very steady! With a thump, Nyx fell in front of the creatures that were passing. Ouch! Huh? What? Hey, are you okay? Where did you even fall from? I think I'm okay. Sorry about that. Hey, no need to apologize. You're the one that got hurt. What's your name? I haven't seen you around here before. Rubbing their head, Nyx stopped to think. They couldn't introduce themselves as the name they used back home. This was a new chance. They had to think of a name, and fast. Looking down at the colors of their new form, they began to tear up, remembering the home they had left behind. Woof, woof, woof. Ah, furry. What are you? Down, boy. Hey, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. My apologies. What did you ask before? Your name. What is it? Ah, my name. In a flash of inspiration, Cirrus spoke, wiping their eyes. My name is Cirrus. Cirrus Azure. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As Cirrus spent more time on Earth, they watched the humans. Of course, they were still terrified of approaching them directly, of getting close to them. After all, the main thing Cirrus learned was that humans were dangerous and not to be trusted. Humans did things for themselves, not thinking of the impact they had on others, causing the Oleari to close themselves off from the human world with layers of cloud, in order to keep the toxins from poisoning them as well. Yeah, if Cirrus approached a human, they'd just get hurt. Humans are still scary. Cirrus contented themselves with stories, just as they had in the cloud layer. However, these were different. Human stories were so bright, with vast adventures and tragic ends, tales of falling in love and new beginnings. These humans experienced such strong, what were they called? All right, emotions. These emotions filled up the human stories. Happiness, sadness, anger, delight, excitement. Of course, Cirrus had experienced these before, but not much and not for long. These humans really do experience a lot of odd things. I wonder. As if possessed, Cirrus began to look for any information they could find about emotions, searching through as many resources as they could. They began watching the humans closer, studying their every behavior. These humans, they were complicated. They could have tears in their eyes and say they were happy, or go from drooping to being excited in a matter of seconds. Cirrus didn't understand it, but it was fun to watch. Don't get them wrong, Cirrus tried to express emotions like the humans did. Oh no, they tried plenty of times. It just didn't look right, didn't sound right, it didn't feel right. Wrapped up in despair that Cirrus couldn't even name, they considered returning to the cloud layer, if nothing else so they could return to a place where they didn't feel so isolated. I thought I could get along here. Curled up in a ball, with Cumulus and Nimbus nuzzling against them, Cirrus stared off into empty space. Wait, what the? In a flash of light, 3 figures appeared before Cirrus. One dyed in the blacks and grays of the stormy skies, one pale and delicate as if made of cumulus clouds, and one purple? Wait, purple isn't a cloud. Who are you? What are you doing here? The purple figure spoke first, a smile on her face and a sparkle in her eyes. Relax, we're not here to hurt you. I mean, it would be a bit of a problem if we did that since, well... Cutting in on the liberty of the purple, the black figure spoke. Were you? Well, basically. Allow me to explain. Cirrus sat in flabbergasted silence, listening to the words of these entities as they each explained how they were tied to Cirrus's emotions. In essence, a new form based off of the strong desire Cirrus had for the chance to experience human emotions, and the chance not to be alone. The black figure represented sadness and anger, but also indomitable strength. The purple one, excitement and joy, and the white one, hope, but also loneliness and homesickness. So when you said you were all me, you really seemed to have meant it. The white figure embraced Cirrus, whispering softly. You were lonely, weren't you? Well, it's not much, but we are here now. With a sudden jolt, Cirrus pushed the white figure away. I wasn't... The purple figure smiled and nodded. Yeah, you were silly. We're kind of from your heart. We do know how you're feeling. Cirrus was shocked, downright stunned into silence for a moment. After a pause, she spoke. So you'll really stay with me? You won't leave? The black figure nodded. For as long as you'll have us, at least. I mean, we are kinda you. Anyway, the name's Jin. You picked your own name? I mean, yeah, you picked yours. Fair point. Well, my name is Cirrus, although I think you already know that. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Jin. My name is Kat. Nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too, Kat. The white entity spoke in a voice just barely above a whisper. I didn't pick a name. I couldn't find one that was good enough. Good enough? The white entity nodded. Why don't we call you Fen? How does that sound? The white entity nodded again. Then my name is Fen. I hope to become your friend. Looking at the three figures in front of them, Cirrus felt a strange sense of hope. It was as if their hopes were finally being realized. Maybe I can make it here, after all.